You woke up this morning thinking you were in control.
You made decisions, formed opinions, judged situations, all of it felt completely rational.
But here's the thing nobody really talks about. Your brain has been quietly running a con on you this whole time. And the wild part, it's been doing it since the day you were born. Your brain doesn't process reality the way a camera does. It doesn't just record what's actually there. Instead, it fills in gaps, takes shortcuts, and makes assumptions all in real time, all without asking your permission. Scientists call these cognitive biases.
But honestly,
A simpler way to think about it is this. Your brain is basically autocorrect.
and just like autocorrect, it gets it wrong way more often than it should. Take something called confirmation bias. Right now, your brain is actively filtering out information that disagrees with what you already believe and amplifying everything that confirms it.
You think you're looking at the full picture.
You're not.
You're looking at a highlight reel your brain handpicked for you.
This is why two people can watch the exact same news story and walk away with completely opposite takeaways. Neither of them is lying.
Their brains just ran two different edits of the same footage. Then there's the availability heuristic. This one is sneaky. It makes you judge how likely something is based on how easily you can think of an example.
You hear about a plane crash and suddenly flying feels terrifying, even though statistically, you're way more at risk driving to the airport. Your brain confused "this feels vivid" with "this is common," two very different things. And don't even get started on the negativity bias. Your brain is wired to treat bad news like a 5-alarm fire and good news like a mild weather update.
That one critical comment you got last month, still living rent-free in your head. The 10 compliments you received that same week, basically gone.
This isn't weakness. This is literally how the human brain was built back when noticing threats fast kept you alive. The problem is your brain hasn't fully caught up to the fact that you're not running from predators anymore. Here's where it gets really interesting though.
Most people assume that being aware of your biases means you're immune to them. But research shows that's not how it works. Knowing about confirmation bias doesn't stop you from experiencing it. Knowledge alone isn't the antidote.
What actually helps is slowing down the moment between a stimulus and your response, creating just enough space to ask one simple question. Is this what's actually happening?
Or is this just what my brain wants me to see? That pause is everything. Another thing that genuinely helps is actively seeking out the perspective that makes you most uncomfortable.
Not to agree with it, just to hear it fully.
When you deliberately expose yourself to the opposing view without immediately trying to punch holes in it, something shifts.
You start to notice where your own thinking has been lazy, where you've been filling in blanks with assumptions instead of facts. And here's what nobody tells you about this whole process. It's not about becoming a perfectly rational person. That's not even a real thing. Every human brain cuts corners.
Every single one.
The goal isn't to eliminate the bias, it's to stop being blindly operated by it. Because once you start noticing it, once you catch your brain mid-shortcut, you get to make a different choice. You get to decide whether the story your brain is telling you is actually true or just convenient. Most of us spend our whole lives reacting to a version of reality our brain quietly constructed for us. We fight for opinions we've never examined. We make big decisions based on feelings dressed up as logic.
We avoid things not because they're actually dangerous, but because our brain once tagged them as scary and never updated the
file. You don't have to keep living inside that loop. The world doesn't change when you start questioning your own thinking, but your experience of it does. And that might be the closest thing to a superpower that actually exists.